Alright, we just arrived in St. George, Utah. There's the temple. There's the car I'm renting. And this is our hotel room. There's the bed I'll be sleeping in. This is Ephraim Tours, where we discuss history, culture, science, and religion while we tour places of New England and abroad. And obviously you can tell that I'm not in New England right now. I'm in St. George, Utah. St. George is a beautiful city with a college and a lot of options for shopping. And there's a lot of hiking and things to do around. The ground here is sacred. The surrounding area was home to the Paiute people. The Paiute people have lived here for thousands of years in the surrounding area. This is my first time being in St. George, Utah, and I'm amazed by the beauty of the landscape here. There's a lot of red rock and all different kinds of colors of rock. We're going to be looking at some artifacts in this area of the native people here and the Anasazi people. Okay, we're on the Anasazi trail. Don't know which way to go. So there are some things that science can't explain, such as what is consciousness and what is the soul. Yep, there's some drawings. Found the petroglyphs, 1,000-year-old Anasazi petroglyphs. Got some more markings here. Ways down. As I said in my last video, there needs to be a joining of science and religion. And some religions are closer to science than others. In some ways, the Native American beliefs are closer to have a closer connection to science than, say, Christianity. Native American beliefs and Mayan beliefs, along with Hinduism, have a connection with nature that recognizes that animals also have spirits, and try to explain how they fit into God's creation, and they have a way of explaining how animals are connected to the tree of life. So it's not one religion, it's all religions. Just like it's not just human, it's all life connected to the tree of life. The St. George Dinosaur Discovery Site is full of scientific evidence of Darwin's Tree of Life.
The Moenavi Formation, the Paiute Formation, and the Navajo Sandstone. Together, these layers record the early history of dinosaurs. Most of the fossils at the site are from a layer within the Moenavi Formation called the Johnson Farm Sandstone Bed. Dilophosaurus is the earliest large predatory dinosaur yet found in North America. Fairly complete skeletons of Dilophosaurus have been found in slightly younger rocks in Arizona. Birds didn't evolve hollow air-filled bones on their own. They simply inherited them from their theropod ancestors.
For the longest time, a lot of paleontologists reconstructed meat-eating dinosaurs with their palms down. These animals couldn't do that based on what we know of the bones, and this is the first trace that actually shows hand impressions with a meat-eating dinosaur trait, and it shows that the hands are in fact turned inward.
This 195 million year old cynodont fossil was the ancestor of the first mammal. The layers of rock found here are like the rings of a great tree, a record of life, roots and branches of ages ago. Darwin wrote, "From the first growth of the tree, many a limb and branch has decayed and dropped off, and these fallen branches of various sizes may represent those whole orders, families, and genera which have now no living representatives, and which are known to us only in fossil state." As we walked the Anasazi Trail near the Paiute Reservation, I thought about how the reservations have gotten smaller and been broken up over the centuries. There's the Paiute Reservation to the west of St. George, which is smaller than the city of St. George. Then there's the Kaibab Reservation, which is to the south and east of St. George, south of the border of Arizona. The Paiute culture and the Native American cultures need to be preserved. Their land needs to be preserved, or even give some of the land back. Okay, I'm back in New England and we're gonna check out the Grafton Nature Museum. And this is neat. There's like a little cave thing looking at different kinds of rocks. Pretty cool. Got an Archaeopteryx fossil. Some dinosaur fossils, dinosaur footprints. Here's the trail. Looks like they have an obstacle course. That's pretty cool. Before the settlers came from England and Europe, this northern New England area was home to the Abenaki people. The Abenaki were wiped out or driven out up into Canada. There are about 3,200 Abenaki living in Vermont and New Hampshire without a reservation. But they do have land that they were given or that they purchased with the help of the Sierra Club, about 65 acres, in December 2012 up in Barton, Vermont. Last April, we attended the annual powwow at Dartmouth College. There are Native nations from all over. I learned while making this video that Anasazi means ancient enemy in the Navajo language. Jesus taught that we should love our enemies. The native nations, which once were enemies, come together to celebrate their shared heritage. No matter our culture, we all have a shared heritage. Our enemy is really our brother. It's not just one true religion, it's all religions, because no one religion can have all the truth. All religions have a piece of the truth. All religions that point to the divine that is God. Each religion comes from a different perspective, from the perspective of the culture it was born from. Each perspective has its own validity because everyone has access to the Spirit, and every culture is equally sacred and precious to God. But each perspective is limited by the filter of the culture. Each religion points to God, but each religion has myths and fables. It's the common thread in all religions that is true, among them the tree of life.